She thought a fire could burn away her secrets, but she forgot that blood doesn't burn. In the world of high-stakes real estate, Margaret was a queen, but her throne was built on the charred remains of her own kin. Decades ago, she stood on a dusty porch and spat at the ground where her sister, Clara, and their elderly mother worked. They were building a small, humble poultry business, pouring their sweat into the earth to save every penny. They had begged Margaret to join them, offering her an equal share of a dream. But Margaret was blinded by a hollow pride. She mocked their peasant work, laughing at the smell of the coop and the dirt under their fingernails, claiming she was destined for silk, not soil. Years passed, and the humble business transformed into a gold mine. The sisters and their mother had used their profits to purchase 50 acres of prime coastal land, an investment that eventually became worth tens of millions. When the matriarch passed away, leaving her share to the hard-working Clara, Margaret's arrogance turned into a poisonous envy. She didn't see a sister or a legacy. She saw a payday that she felt was stolen from her. On a storm-lashed night that the town would never forget, Margaret arrived at the family farmhouse with a peace offering. She brought expensive wine, laced with a sedative that ensured no one would wake. As her sister's family slept, Margaret set the house ablaze, watching from the shadows as the flames licked the sky, certain that Clara, her husband, and their 4 children were erased from existence. But the universe has a way of protecting the innocent. The youngest son, Julian, had fallen asleep in a hidden crawl space beneath the floorboards while playing. The chill of the draft saved him from the smoke long enough for him to scramble through the foundations and into the safety of the dark woods. He watched his world turn to ash, clutching a small, soot-stained ledger he had grabbed from his mother's bedside table, the only piece of home he had left. 20 years later, Margaret had become a titan of industry. She had used the stolen titles to develop luxury estates, rebranding herself as a self-made visionary. She was preparing for her greatest triumph, the sale of the final crown jewel plot of the estate to a mysterious global conglomerate known as the Phoenix Group. The gala was